everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And it's Friday. That means that if you are here on Friday, or August 11th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are in the chat room right next door. Come on over and say hi. Come on over and say hi. We don't bite, I promise. If you've been to my channel before, then you know this is kind of where we're at on Fridays. If you're new to my channel, I try to do a video every day. Every day has its own theme, and Friday is Free for All Friday. So today, instead of having something pre-done show and tell like I've been doing, I'm going to mix it up and we're going to work on getting some stuff cleared off of the desk while we're here. To start with, remember how yesterday I had this palette with the watered down magicals to do some watercoloring on our card inspired by Tracy Eason's stamp set. Well, I dumped the paints out onto this piece of mixed media and just swiped it around with my cloth, and this is what I came up with. So I will tuck this aside. We'll use it at some point to do something crazy with. So before I do anything else, like I said, we're just going to kind of mix and match here. Let's start by putting our magicals away. I need the Steampunk Sepia. I need the Shabby Turbine, which is that one. The Rusty Lantern Lime, excuse me. Time Travel Teal. And the Sepia Steampunk. Why does that just look like there's something missing out of there? Oh, I didn't put Steel Shimmer down in the bottom. And I try to put them in here the way they came out, so that I know where everybody's at. And right side up would be nice. Okay, so magicals are put back in their case, and I can drop those over here in the box. I'm also going to drop the tray over here. I'll have to take the brushes in and wash those. I did not do that last night. It was late. I recorded Thursday's video at like 9:30 last night, 9:30 on Wednesday night. So it was a really late night for me. So yeah, that was where we were at. Okay, next I want to put my stamp sets away. And the first one is the Soul Stars. And I forgot to go in and link the Stampin' Up! Blocks that I used with this set from Stampin' Up! I will go back and do that. That should be done by the time you're seeing this video, because as I record this on Thursday night, I will go in and do that before I go to bed. So I'm not going to put those blocks away. I'm going to leave them out so I know which blocks they are. So we'll use the Soul Stars, the Soul Symbols from the Soul Whispers collection. And then the words in this came from the Believe Angels of Light collection. And I want to thank Tracy for dropping by the video yesterday and leaving a comment, and for joining my channel. Thank you so much, Tracy. You know, it really is a small world after all. I mean, there's just no better way to put it. Walt Disney said it best when he said, "It's a small world after all." And it truly is. Tracy is in Scotland, and, you know, to make friends across the pond like that is just cool. I love it. So I'm going to take and tuck this in the package. The idea is, and I'm trying to get better at this, is to putting everything away when I'm done with it. So with the exception of the blocks that I need the letters for, we're going to do that. And I have that to play with, that to play with. The other thing I want to do is I want to come in and I want to do the tags. Let's see, balmy blue paper. I have stuff sitting in my chair that needs to get put away so I can sit down. So that first Perennial Essence vellum that we used last night was really pretty. And I don't need that. I will take and put that over on my work table. Put the balmy blue glitter paper away that we wound up not using at all, because I remembered I needed to bring in one of the colors. So that worked. And the balmy blue glitter paper. And now I have a chair. And if I stay on this, I'm going to stay in frame. Now the other thing I wanted to show you was let me grab my ribbon really quick. Because I want to do all three of these tags the same, pretty much. And I want to thank my sister, Donna, for coming up with a really cool idea. And let me set these pieces back out so you can see what I'm talking about here. Set out our snowflakes. And we're going to do the letters to Santa. And we're going to do Santa saying Merry Christmas to all. Sissy had the idea to edge this tag with the Cherry Cobbler ink. She's a smart sissy. There's a reason she's my older sister. When Ori did hers, she dusted the edge of hers with white so it had a snow effect, but I didn't really think the snow effect worked on this tag, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do to the edge. And then my sissy came up with the idea to distress the edge with Cherry Cobbler ink. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to do on the other two. But we're going to put them together first. And I am going to also distress this on the edges with the distress ink that I did not do on the other one. I'm going to come in and I'm going to dust this one. And I have no clue where I'm at on time. I'm not looking. I'm just going to play and hope that we fall somewhere within where I need us to be. And this will just let these pop off the background tag a little bit. I come to the conclusion that I think what was causing that crackling effect on the tag base was the fact that the silver gray that I used was a metallic. And I think the flat white acrylic was working against the metallic in that paint. I think that's where that came from. Now, I'm going to hold off on this one because I'm not sure what we're going to put with Santa. That's the one I'm thinking, but I'm not offering any guarantees. I want to do Letter to Santa first. And remember, I mentioned that I wanted to make this a pocket so that these letters to Santa could actually fit in here. So we don't want to go all the way, we don't want to glue this flat. We just want to go around the edge. So I'm going to do that. And I'm only going to come down here about halfway. I also started cleaning out files last night. And in cleaning out files, I found a bunch of planner pages that I can use. I'm trying to center that as best I can. That I can use to put on the backs of these tags. So that A, it's going to cover the staple and it will cover the paint smudges on the back. It will have a nice lined surface on the back of the tag for journaling. Okay, so that's there. And then these would tuck right in there just like that. And I think I want to bring in, I thought we had another piece of that holly, didn't we? I'd have sworn there was another piece of that holly laying here. Let me pilfer through. Because what I'm looking at is I'm torn between the green or that red. I don't think I like that one at all. I don't think I like that one at all. But I do have another idea. I know there was another piece of that holly. I know there was. That might also be another one we could use. Use the Happy Holidays. I'm just going to pilfer through the samples of stuff here really quick. We have snowflakes, and there were 2 pieces of that holly, but I am not finding them now. So, you know, because I want them. Because I want them. That's a little too much on that tag. There's that piece of holly. that I want to put right up there, just like that. That's what I wanted to do. And then we have small stuff here. Tag I'm not going to use. Okay, so let's take and bring this up on dimensionals. And I want to use little ones. I want to use little ones on this. And I pulled out big ones because it's what was on top. Okay, move that. This one doesn't have any left on it. Okay, having this card over here with all my adhesives on it is really nice because I may not have it directly in front of me, but I know where it's at. I know where it's at. Okay, so we'll take and pop this off. And my garbage cup is over on the big work table where I was working yesterday. It's nice to have room to work. Now if I could just get some of these things caught up. You know what? We need to dust that. We need to dust that really quick. It's nice to have stuff caught up so that I can get back to working on my book. I really want to get book 2 done. And I was listening to a CD the other day by a friend of mine who his band in the 1980s inspired this story that I have the rights back to that I want to put back out. And it's got me excited to want to go back and read that story and get those edits done and get it ready to go. So that would be a nice fall achievement for me. Okay, there's that. And then I just, got to be careful reaching with my right arm. I can't do that very well. And I probably cut that a little too long, but that's okay. Because I do want to come in and get this stapled into place. Now I don't have a tiny attacher, but I've got this small tot stapler that works just fine for me. Okay, so there's, we need to come back and edge that one with this, with the cherry cobbler. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and it probably would have been easier if I'd have done that before I put that on there, huh? I've been working on getting all of my inks organized, and I'm up to, I did all the neutrals and I did all the pinks. Now I'm working on the reds or the next color scheme I need to work on. And I may try to work on that tomorrow while I'm watching Maddie's sale. That dauber has about had it. It's starting to shed. We may have to pitch it and get a new dauber, and I have some handy. I have some handy right over here. I'm going to set that one out. Okay, so there's one done. So we have 2 of those done. Let's go ahead and put this last one together. I just wanted to sit and play with you guys today and have a chance to visit a little. And I think I'm going to go the opposite direction. And I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges on this one first before I get all the stuff on there. And you'll notice that it's a bit easier. A bit easier to do that. I have several class things from Maddie. But I also have something coming up that I want to work on that is going to be a mini album, and it's going to use the rest of the items from this Letters to Santa kit, but it's going to take me a little bit to get that organized so I can do it, but I'd like to get it done so I could get it put in the shop. Sunday, speaking of the shop, Sunday, we will have Shop Sunday for the first time, where I will show you items that are going to be going into the shop next week. And they will basically be a flip through of stuff you'll find in the shop. Now, that's not going to work, but it would be cool. I don't think I really like this. I don't like this. It's too big. So let's see what else we have over here in our little bits and pieces. That is just, it's too big. By the time I put it up there, unless I put it, see, it doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. I'd have a better shot using this and trimming the tails off. than anything. And I might do that. I might do that. There is also, there's also these, and I don't think I like those on there. Let's trim this down. Let's make an executive decision. Trim this down and put it to use. And then we'll be done with these tags. So I'm going to just trim this right here, and I'm going to do this without my glasses, so, you know, there is that. Get those out of the way before they wind up on the floor. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the top of this ribbon off. So it's just this, just like that. And then get our ribbon. Get our ribbon up here. And I'm going to put the pin in this before I lose the pin. I'm not sure what color they used on this. It is cherry cobbler ribbon, but it's white, so I guess it's a good match for this. I thought it was cherry cobbler, but I wasn't positive. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this one. And we're going to put it on here just like we did the other one. So anybody have big plans for the weekend? I'm going to spend it working on the office. Like I said, I'll work on finishing the inks while I'm in Maddie's sale tomorrow. Remember, that begins at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. And then if I pop this up on little dimensionals, let's get it edged first. Let's get it edged so it has a pop to it. And while you wouldn't think to use the green with this necessarily, keep in mind everything within a paper collection is meant to coordinate. And you'll notice there's green in here with his holly on his letters on his belt. If you open up a full kit or paper pad, you don't have to worry about whether or not all the papers are going to match. They're meant to coordinate and work together. So go ahead and mix and match and use them with confidence, because that's what they're there for. If you look at them and don't think they work together, trust the process. Trust the process. Get that cherry cobbler off of there. Let's see if we can put this up here. I think I like that. As soon as I get it centered. But y'all know me and centering things, right? As close as it's gonna get. So we have 3 completed tags from the ephemera pack from Letters to Santa. And I'm wondering if I need to balance that green out a little bit, put a snowflake down in the bottom. I think I do. It was nice to sit and craft with you guys today instead of standing here and staring at the clock and wondering if I'm going to get everything in time. I like this. Very relaxing, which is, you know, kind of what I hope for. And then let's put that down there. Just like that. And we have 3 tags for Letter to Santa. Maybe let's layer that one down there too. Okay. So remember, if you go back and look at the video from Thursday, I will have gone back in and linked those stamping blocks from Stampin' Up. You can buy the complete set. You can buy them individually. I have purchased them individually until I got the case filled up. And let me see if I can pop this open without hurting myself. But this is the full case. And there's room for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stamp blocks in there. Every size you could possibly need to use for any stamp. I love it. And it's all in this contained case with a handle. I love it, love it, love it. And you know a good time to get those? Put them on your wish list, and then when you know that they are going to do free shipping, that's the time to get heavy things like your Stampin' Blocks, the stamp case, punches, get your heavy stuff. And we know the paper and the cardstock weighs a ton, so that's the time to get that stuff. Okay, so there we have 3 new tags done and ready to go. And I'm kind of snapping stuff over here where it belongs, getting it put away, out of my way. Okay, so we've done that. We have about 5 minutes left. I don't really have anything new to work on. I can't believe it. I'm actually kind of caught up over here. One of the things I'm going to be doing, and it is for a challenge for Maddie, is the Mente doors. And let me grab my paper pad really quick. I think I have it handy. Mente is a really good paper. I mean, it's good quality stuff. And I bought the book of doors, and Maddie created a challenge using the doors and this embossed background. And she made it to where when we hinge the door to open, wherever we're going to open it, we've got a little acetate pull here to open the door. And I got to see, according to, yep, I'm going the right direction. So I could pull that open, and I can create a scene in here in the back. So I think this is going to be the next thing I work on. I have an alternate set of doors that I could do a double door set, but I did not buy this within the realm of when we were supposed to. So I don't think I can use that one because the Mente product had to be purchased in July or August. So I'm going to do this door. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. But I know that it's going to open. And she had if you bought the full kit, she had a freebie that was a digital of vintage mailboxes like you would find in Europe. Well, I'm going to go in on graphics and see if I can find one. Put an old-fashioned mailbox over here, maybe a pot of flowers down here. I just don't know what to do when I go in here. Maybe have some of my Tim Holtz paper dolls in here. That might be what I work with. So that's going to be the next thing I work on. Okay, tomorrow, Sack Saturday. Maybe I'll play with this for Saturday. And then we have the sale Saturday afternoon. Sunday, I will be here to show you the few things, and I mean I'm talking very minimal few of items that are going to go into my shop next week. Finally going to get it back open. Yay! So I'm excited for that. And Monday is Memory Decks Monday. So we will be back Monday to do another Memory Decks card. And I think we're going to do a memory keeping envelope for Monday. So make sure you come back around because we got lots of stuff to play with. In the meantime, thanks for joining me in the premiere today. I was so glad you joined us. Remember, like, to share, subscribe, and creative blessings.